Hey guys, what's up? How's it going? My name is Rob and welcome back once again for another video on the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I'm able, we finally hit the milestone a couple months ago of making $100 a month in dividend income from a Wealthsimple traded portfolio. So in today's video, we're going to talk about that. I'm going to show you guys basically how I started this and give you a recap of how we managed to build the portfolio up to what it is. And I'll show you guys how the portfolio is doing and show you guys basically how we built this portfolio completely from scratch. And like I mentioned, this is a goal that I've been shooting for on this channel for quite a while because it's a pretty big goal when it comes to dividend investing. It's hitting that $100 per month goal. It's something that takes quite a while to get there, especially if you're investing into a more growth-based stocks that we do. But we finally hit that goal a couple months ago, and now our dividend income is pretty much consistently going to be around that $100 a month mark, as you guys can see here. So we started this portfolio way back in the beginning of 2020, just before the pandemic hit, and throughout the pandemic we've been investing into stocks on a regular basis, and I've basically been trying to put as much money as I can in this portfolio. I usually average about anywhere between $1,000 to $2,000 per month. Basically any free cash I have I throw inside this portfolio and we put towards growing, and I reinvest those dividends to get that compound interest growing as soon as possible. And at the time of doing this video, we are almost 2 years later, actually 18 months to be exact. So we've basically been investing in this portfolio for a total of 18 months. So we'll check inside the portfolio. I'll give you guys an update on how the portfolio is doing overall. And let's see how stocks have basically grown since we first started investing. Alright guys, so here's a quick little rundown of the portfolio before we go any further inside the video, and you guys can see how our stocks have grown over time since we first started investing. Now, like I mentioned earlier, we are on month number 18 of the portfolio, so that's about a year and a half or so actually, and we have two portfolios in Wealthsimple Trade, so in total we have $35,000 invested, and like I said, this has grown since month number 1. So over the course of 18 months, we managed to save up $35,000 and have that grow over time. And the two portfolios we have are our personal account, which has $4,319, and our TFSA, which has $30,000. This is the big account here, so this is the main one we're going to focus on, and we're going to look at some of the returns for these accounts. So over the past day, the TFSA is basically sitting at 0%, which doesn't really matter. Over the past week, the TFSA is up 1%, so a little bit of growth over the past month. Over the past week, sorry. Over the past month, we're up 4%, which is $1,000. So a nice little increase in our Canadian and US based stocks inside this portfolio. And over the past 3 months, we're up 7%. So this is where a big jump came up. About almost $2,000 over the past 3 months, and over the past year, this portfolio is up 17%. It just keeps growing slowly over time, but that's the power of good growth-based, solid blue chip dividend stocks here, and that's almost a total of $5,000. It's just been pretty steady with the portfolio, and all time, if we include since we first started investing, it's still around that 17%. So the TFSA has been doing really well, and that's going to compound and grow and give us some tax-free income as time goes on. If we take a quick little peek at the personal account, which is a little bit newer, we can see once again it's pretty much doing the same thing, just up only 2% since it's about 2 months old. So we've just seen a little bit of growth in the personal account right now. And as you guys can see, our annual estimated income for the portfolio right now is currently sitting at about $1,000, $1,100, which is once again roughly around that $100 a mark, $100 a month mark. And like I said, we're putting about $1,000 to $2,000 inside this portfolio, so it's going to keep growing throughout the year as time goes on. Those of you guys who are new to investing and want to see how dividends work, basically the way it works is you buy these stocks, and over time on a monthly or quarterly basis, depending on what the stock pays, you will get a dividend that will be deposited inside your account, and then you can take that money and reinvest it. And that's basically what we've been doing here. So as you guys can see here, here's my Wealthsimple Trade portfolio. Here's all the dividends for our TFSA and our personal account. You can just see these companies pay me a dividend, usually on a monthly basis, but sometimes on a quarterly basis. These dividends just keep adding up over time. We take them and reinvest them back inside the portfolio, and in the beginning it was just a couple bucks here and there, but you can see that they've actually increased quite a bit over time, hitting like $10, $20, even some $30 a month dividends, and it just keeps growing over time. And as you guys have probably seen for yourself if you've been investing over the past year or so, it's been a pretty crazy year inside our portfolio, as well as basically the market in general. With the pandemic happening, we've seen a huge drop in stocks and everybody was kind of freaking out, and we just started investing around that time. So we basically put all our money that we could inside the portfolio, and as you guys can see, that's really paid off for us since our portfolio is doing so well. So since the recovery went up, our portfolio went up, and now that we're getting another good year where we're starting to see our stocks go positive, we're starting to see a lot of growth over the past months, especially at the beginning of this year. And as you guys know, if you guys have been a fan of this channel, I love dividend stocks, and that's the main goal of this portfolio, is to invest into good quality dividend stocks that not only have a lot of good yield, but also stocks that have some good growth. And this is a mistake that a lot of people do, is they chase after high yields, but we're looking at stocks that not only have good decent yields, but also have good stock appreciation, and we're looking for stocks that have good stock dividend growth on an annual basis as well. And it's been a lot of work, basically, putting the money inside the portfolio and just keep doing this thing time and time again, which is why I do these videos, just to kind of be there for you guys for support. And you guys, you leave comments and whatnot. It helps everybody get through these, maybe some of these rough times, or if you're a beginner investor, it helps you just kind of push through. Or maybe you've been investing for a while and you just kind of hit basically a plateau where you just don't feel inspired anymore. I think these videos are really nice to see the progress and keep you motivated as you keep investing over time. Before we go any further in the video, if you guys do enjoy this video, be sure to smash the like button. It really helps out, and be sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you guys want to get set up with Wealthsimple Trade, I'll put some links in the description of this video. You guys can sign up to Wealthsimple Trade and take advantage of those offers. And I'll also put a link to my portfolio so you guys can see all the stocks that I have there if you guys want to take a peek and see how the portfolio is doing. So those links will be in the description of the video if you guys want to check them out. And I got this sweet little chart for you guys to look at where you can see the dividend growth over time here. So here's the actual portfolio. Since we first started, we were making just a couple bucks in the first couple months of the portfolio. But once again, we just took that money, we kept reinvesting. You can see it growing over time. By the time month number 5 came around, we were hitting about $10 a month. Once we hit month number 7, we finally busted $20 a month. Once we hit month number 9, we finally hit around $50 a month. And then it took us about month number 15 to hit over $60, and then month 16 was our first $100 month, and now month 18 right now, which is the beginning of June, we're already at that $60 mark. So we should finish around the $80 to $900 a month right now. But you guys can see, you get some, it goes up, it goes down a little, it goes up, but we generally trend upwards as time goes on. Before we end the video, I just want to do a quick little recap on the living off my dividend spreadsheet. So this is a cool little spreadsheet where I'm kind of role playing, trying to pretend to live off my dividends. As you guys can see here, I basically tallied up some basic expenses that I spend on a regular basis, and everything I'm trying to kind of pretend like I'm paying for that with my dividend income. So in the future, when I do eventually want to live off my dividends, we can kind of track this and we can see all the little things that are growing over time. It's a cool little way to keep me motivated with just earning a little bit of extra money, and using that money to whether it's to pay for my daily cup of coffee or tea, or to buy groceries with, or buy some CDs or some video games or movies to watch. All these cool little things that are adding up over time. So that's just a cool little way for me to role play and have some fun with the dividend portfolio at the end of the day. Alright guys, so that's it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please, like usual, let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, please let me know and I'll get back to them as soon as possible. But other than that guys, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Take care, and I'll see you guys later.